In November of 2010, the quiet town of Morenci, Michigan, changed forever. Thanksgiving weekend is normally a time for warmth and routine. But for three young brothers, Andrew, Alexander, and Tanner Skelton, it became the moment they vanished without a trace. The boys, ages 9, 7, and 5, were spending the holiday with their father, John Skelton. That morning seemed ordinary to neighbors. The boys played in the backyard, laughing and climbing as children do when they feel safe. But by that evening, they were gone. When investigators questioned John, his story changed almost immediately. He first claimed he had given the children to a group called United Foster Outreach. But police found no evidence that such a group ever existed. When pressed further, he shifted to another explanation, saying he was trying to protect them from their mother, yet he provided no proof of any danger. Every version of his story contradicted the last. Law enforcement launched one of the largest searches in Michigan's recent history. Volunteers walked forests, fields, drainage ditches, and abandoned buildings. Helicopters circled overhead. Teams searched day and night, hoping the boys were lost or hiding, hoping there was still time. But nothing was found. Not a single item. Not a track, a footprint, or a sign of where the brothers had gone. Phone records placed John on isolated rural roads the morning the boys disappeared, near the Ohio border. But his timeline was incomplete. He could not explain his route, or why he drove for hours instead of staying with his children. Detectives described him as calm, too calm, and disturbingly detached from the urgency of the situation. As days turned into weeks, hope slowly faded. Tips poured in, but each one collapsed under investigation. With no cooperation from John, prosecutors charged him with unlawful imprisonment. He received up to 15 years in prison, but the truth remained hidden. For more than a decade, the Skelton case haunted investigators. They reviewed evidence, re-interviewed witnesses, and applied new forensic methods. Still, the silence surrounding what happened to the brothers never broke. Then, in 2024, something changed. Prosecutors announced that inconsistencies in John's statements could no longer be dismissed. They did not reveal the precise breakthrough, but they did reveal one critical conclusion. They no longer believed the boys had been given to anyone, and they no longer believed they were alive. In 2025, John Skelton was charged with 3 counts of open murder. For families, detectives, and a community that had waited nearly 15 years, the charges felt like long-awaited confirmation. But they were not answers. Not yet. To this day, the bodies of Andrew, Alexander, and Tanner have never been found. No physical evidence confirms their final moments. No confession has ever been made. Still, investigators continue to pursue every tip, every lead, every sliver of possibility. Because until the truth is uncovered, the story of the Skelton brothers remains one of the most haunting cases in American true crime. And the final question remains: what really happened that November morning? And will the truth ever be known?